Go ahead, man. What up?
What up? It's Thursday, Friday here at Everyday Sugar, my favorite day of the week.
Hey, yo, who in the editing room did me like that yesterday, man?
Did you like what?
Just started out with the sleep joint. Y'all think I watch a show?
Oh, sorry.
Y'all think I just go home and just kick it?
Yeah.
And play Fortnite?
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, man. Hella people send me, yo, my chat niggas like, yo, what's up? Yo, they send me screenshots like, what's going on?
Like Akademiks, they caught you lacking.
Every time we call you out, you say we're lying. I just wanted the people to see that we're not making this shit up.
I'm taking an extended blink and y'all over here manipulating the audience. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I see it every morning, though.
Yeah.
Like.
It's an extended blink. It's not a sleep.
Oh, man.
It's not a nap.
Ak has a wooden logo on his hat. I just want everybody to know that.
You guys are doing a lot today.
This is some New York shit, B.
I don't think I've ever seen another.
That's your logo spin.
This from the Bronx, bro.
Does it spin? Yeah, that definitely looks like a hat from the Bronx.
Yo, my New York accent is so trash.
Yeah, your shit is horrible.
I don't even know where I'm at in New York.
You don't know where you at?
The only difference between here and Brooklyn is graffiti.
You can't be that oblivious.
No, he really
for real.
Yo, you don't know where you're at right now?
Well, I know, like, this is where I get paid, nigga. The fuck?
No, fool. I'm talking about what borough.
The only difference between here and Brooklyn for me is graffiti, nigga.
Brooklyn are the slums, according
There's
to
no
him.
graffiti in Brooklyn. What are you talking about?
What?
You talking about Bushwick?
I mean, I don't want to diss the Brooklyn people.
Yeah, don't.
I went over there, man. Or maybe just where about 6ix9ine live. It's a bunch of, I'm like, this the hood.
Yeah, he went to Brooklyn twice with 6ix9ine, hits me once,
no,
does
I
a
go there
selfie
frequently.
video as he passes by Barclays, says Brooklyn is the slums, and I never hear from him again. Ever. That was it.
You're horrible.
Yo,
that's because Celeste invited me over to her, like, loft.
My loft. All right, let's get into the damn show talking about lofts. All right, so we're starting with some bad news, unfortunately. So TMZ is reporting that Daz Dillinger was arrested last night after police searched his home. They discovered a lot of weed. He's still in jail, facing 13 felony charges. Unfortunate news, but of course he was making the news earlier this week or was that last week? Taking some shots at Kanye West. He dropped a diss track a few weeks back.
He dropped a diss track?
I think he did.
I didn't know that.
But
Hey, I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but Kim Kardashian called Secret Service on him. That's what I believe. It just don't make no sense. Like, you don't get 13 felonies after talking shit about a man and his wife.
Nah,
that sounded funny, but it does go to say, and again, I don't know if these things are related. By the way, I love following him on Instagram. Like, he says some real shit, and it's usually unfiltered, and also, you know what I mean? A lot of the newer fans of hip-hop might not know about him. He's a legend, you get me? Like, he still keeps it real.
I was about to ask you, do you know about Daz's discography, man? Daz did a lot of the greatest death row records ever. Didn't get credit for a lot of them either. But this is unfortunate. Like, you know, this shit is unfortunate. Hopefully he could clear this up and keep doing what he does.
I know.
Yeah,
I've never seen. Remember we was talking about going to see people live? I've never seen him. And Snoop in the Dog Pound live. I would like to see that.
Hey, but this is a reminder, yo. If you don't get online talking shit about somebody else, make sure you don't got no skeletons in your closet. It's like when niggas get online like flexing with money in the IRS, be like, oh shit, we forgot. Like, come on, man.
You're making too many headlines.
Yeah, like don't make the block hot, man. Like, if you got some shit going on.
That was some hate, man. It says somebody hating called the police on that. Yeah.
But for good reason though. You mentioned his wife. You saw. That nigga was at the train tracks. That nigga was trying to take an Amtrak to Toronto for Drake's ass.
I see Ak is ready with the jokes this morning.
Yeah, he is. All right, he slept last night.
Yeah, you got some rest. You must have got some rest.
Are you?
It's Thursday, dog.
Thursday, Friday. All right, so we got some music snippets for you guys. First up, your boy 6ix9ine. Is he still in Europe, by the way? Is he back?
Yeah, he's in Munich.
He's in a contained
Where
area.
the fuck is Munich?
That's in Germany.
Okay, you would know all about Germany. But anyway.
Did you ever take geography in college, high school, anything? No?
Bro, I know about the Bahamas, Trinidad, Dominican Republic.
Ak, stop leading on that you're so ignorant, please.
No, I really don't know that much about Europe. Like, we gotta realize, I grew up in Jamaica, so like, the world to us was.
You have not been in Jamaica.
For real.
You have,
I came over here when I was like 10, 11.
For 17 years. Stop.
Bro, all they taught you about.
17 years.
But when you're over here, all they teach you about is slavery. U.S. That's it. They ain't teach you about nowhere else.
When you're in the Caribbean is when they actually teach you about the rest of the world. That's when I learned how to use like a map.
Global studies is my favorite class, so I'm not accepting that.
Don't let him lie to you. That
like
education is actually
mathematics,
good.
Wayno, because you was cooked. Nah, go ahead.
All right, so 6ix9ine apparently is in Munich. He's previewing new music. Let's take a look. that last little dance move, is that the next one you're gonna practice? That would be amazing.
Fire. I ain't gonna lie, the move's getting there.
That's 22 G's dance move. I just want everybody to know that because people seeing 6ix9ine doing it, and they gonna think that's 6ix9ine dance.
Tell
that's
'em,
22 G's. Artist from out of Brooklyn. Very dope, up and coming young brother. Go ahead, Ash.
I'm sure he'll pay homage if it's his dance. I don't really, I'm not that familiar. But this song sounds kind of fire, but it's like a snippet of like 8 songs that we already like.
I was about to say that.
It's like, it's partly finito, partly wankster, partly, what's the other
Computers.
Computers. And then it got like a Bobby Shmurda dancing vibe. You know what I mean? It's like Bobby bitch. You get me? So
it's gonna be a hit, you're saying?
Yeah, well, anything he puts out is gonna hit the charts, but
Yeah.
I think this one might hit the scene and kind of stay around for a little bit. My only thing is I think he's putting out singles too quickly. Like, damn, bro, like Fifi's still going. You dropped another song afterwards, Baby, and then you drop another song. It feels like the shelf life of his songs are a little bit too short because he's not working the records. He's just focused on the next one. Like, it's cool to be 10 of 10, but like you could be like for example, JuiceWRLD. Niggas had like 3 songs on the charts for like the last 6
Lucid
months.
Dreams is still going.
You get me? Sometimes you gotta focus on what you have now and save these hits for later. And also I think about the Fetty Wap effect. You don't wanna throw out all them hits now and then, you know what I mean? In about a year, niggas like, man, I've had enough of this nigga. Well, you ain't going 30 or 30 on us.
Do you think that he's putting them out so frequently and so quickly because he doesn't know if his career is gonna last?
No. I do believe he's putting this out because he probably doesn't know the fate.
But I mean, as far as like how you just explained him putting out records and how frequently he does it, do you think that, you know, it could possibly be that he has to, it's like a smash and grab. You got to grab what you can while you can
Is
and
there
go.
a plan, basically?
Yeah. Well, that might be something that's at the back of his mind. But from me knowing him, I think he does that just like how he operates with like doing, or maybe even saying stuff that kind of like grabs attention. He doesn't realize that there's a cool down period a lot of times. Like, he always wants to be the person being talked about. He always wants that new song.
Oversaturate yourself.
Yeah, so he doesn't know that. I think the label did it with Uzi. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't about to put out nothing for now. Relax, you get me? Everything he's done has worked. So what is label gonna tell him? Don't do it?
Well, I think, you know what's crazy? I actually do like this song, like the snippet.
I know that you become a 6ix9ine fan, so I thought you would have a lot of extra insight on this topip today.
Wait a second.
You said it a couple times, Wayno. We got it on
Wayno
record.
in the green room with the rainbow wig.
Whoa, that's wild. You'll never see me with a wig on. But what I think that he's very entertaining. I think that he's one of the most entertaining people, antics aside, like all the silly, crazy, disrespectful shit. I do like his antics because he does funny shit. But I don't think that he's a bad rapper. I watched this clip a few times.
We got a fan here, ladies and gentlemen.
I like the direction he's going with this. The reason why I like the direction that he's going with this, like I said, with like the dance move and all of that with 22 G's. Imagine if Millie Rock could have been attached to a larger record, and he has the ability to make big records, you know, and make records that last for a bit. So if he can attach the dance to his song and is gonna put eyes on somebody else coming out of Brooklyn, I'm all for it.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
All right, Wayno.
I wonder how the Shmurdas are feeling about this, and of course Roddy Rupp, because I'm not gonna lie, if I'm locked up and I see a nigga sounding like me, I'll be a little tight. I need a shout out.
They've already had this, right? And Bobby said everything is all good, that he likes his music, he supports him.
Yeah, but you know, you'll like somebody until you feel like they're inching into your lane.
I still talk to Roddy from time to time.
You get me?
Ask him.
Like, pull like this. At the end of I don't want to say the end, but when they got locked up, the song that was really about to blow if they had 6 months more being free was Computers. That shit really had a lifeline after they got locked up. That song's fire, right? And even though Gummo, which was 6ix9ine's breakout hit, gave me some like reminiscent vibes, it was kind of still different. This kind of feels like this is exactly what I expected to hear from Bobby Shmurda. And if the whole sound, the whole bop, well, not Bobby Shmurda, but like Bobby Shmurda, Roddy Rupp.
I get what you're saying. The flow. Well, he used their flow more than anything on there. Like
Even the beat.
I mean, but those beats is like the kind of beats that's being used by a lot of the younger kids right now. Like, so I'm not.
But what I'm saying is that it was enough for me to say, yo, he's definitely paying homage, right? But I would understand if the guys who he's paying homage to, who are locked up, might be like,
If they feel away?
yo, you kind of taking our shit. Because think about the people in Chicago, like, a lot of them they were vocal and saying, yo, bro, you can't be dissing us. Like, nigga, you took lines from us, you taking flows, we inspired you can't do that. Not that he's dissing Bobby Shmurda or whatever, but like, sometimes you want to protect your own unique thing, especially they about to get home like in a year.
Yeah, that's fair enough, but that's also really hard to do. Look, I think the last thing we need right now was any tension between those two camps.
No, of course,
It would be amazing
yeah.
if Bobby and them came home and they worked together. That would be such a look.
I want to
for
hear Bobby on the
Brooklyn.
remix.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
well, by the time they come home, like,
Man, how nobody got no like unreleased Bobby verses, man?
there's tons of, my man Fetty Luciano got a song, that's Rowdy's younger brother. He got a song with Bobby on it right now called Brains on the Wall.
Well, it would be fire if Bobby could be on the song, because this just screams out Bobby and Rowdy. It just screams out that's their vibe.
But I think when they come home, like, they gonna be more than good. Like, they have a lot of, what they did good well was, before they went in, was they established a lot of good relationships. So they got that relationship with like QC and the Migos, and at the time that they was coming up, the Migos was coming up as well. So when they come home, you best believe you're gonna see them around them. So I think they'll be good by the time they come home. And they might have a lot of new shit. Like, this is what they was doing 4 years ago, as far as sound-wise.
And also, to what you were saying at first, right? Like, I do like the energy. Like, there's a youthful, vibrant, like, energy that he's giving off that GS9 was giving off when they were popping. It felt like that was the, I don't want to say New York, but like, that's that youthful vibe that could probably get like a city scene kind of percolating a little bit. So I'm rocking with it.
And they did it without disrespect. They did it with music, so.
who's they?
Talking about the Shmurdas. I'm talking about as far as like the
I don't know, bro. I listen to the song, man.
Other artists, you mean?
to disrespect the other artists.
The other artists, but everybody they named.
No, every song they have, is about shooting somebody.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, damn, them niggas who got shot on, like 30 niggas who got who.
I know nothing about this.
Let's
Me
see.
neither.
If all of this goes well, we can expect Akademiks to be in Brooklyn more often, maybe.
Right.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Okay, all right.
I'm in Jersey.
All right, so we got some more new music. So Ski Mask has been teasing a song called Hey Mr. Forever. We got a new preview from DJ Scheme featuring JuiceWRLD. Let's listen.
Hey, mister, tried to shoot at you, but I missed you. Now I got it aimed at your sister. What your peoples tell you about getting your fam involved? You got a funeral next week, guess what, nigga? That's your fucking mister. I'ma give a Glock to my sister.
All right, so thoughts on this, and of course there are rumors that they're working on a joint project, not like super confirmed, but do you guys think they would sound good together on a full project?
Well, you are right. People been waiting for this, like, Hey Mr. joint. The JuiceWRLD collab with Ski. Yo, there's a science to snippets. 6ix9ine basically is like a car salesman. He sold that snippet, dancing. He basically almost doing a backflip. Like, you just throw it up here, like, I don't know, it felt flat.
All right, there was a little one like with JuiceWRLD in the video. Maybe I should have pulled that one. It was a little bit older though. So you can't judge the actual snippet because of the theatrics.
Well, put like this. Judging a snippet, sometimes that's not your full opinion on the song when it comes out.
Yeah.
And off the snippet, I'm like, cool. You get me? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I always gave credit to like Meek Mill. Like, yo, when Meek put out a snippet, like, I don't know, either he just had that knack to be like, this is the most fire part, or be like, yo, I'm screaming the loudest here. Like, well, let's get him. Meek snippets always fire. When I hear the Meek snippets, I'm like, oh, let's get it. But I'm telling you, for real. But this is okay. This is okay. And I do want to hear more music from Ski Mask.
It seems like they have a good vibe together. I watched the Evil Twins freestyle they did for like WRLD. They just like vibe well. So a full project might be a lot of fun.
I don't care. I just keep it 100. I don't care. I like JuiceWRLD. I never got into Ski Mask's music like that. They was talking kind of crazy on that record. They was talking kind of spicy on there, but
spicy.
Yeah, they was talking kind of spicy. But other than that, look at his face.
Why everybody from New York say spicy now?
It's New York slang, man. It's New York slang. But
you gotta keep me updated, Wayno.
I got to. You gotta stop wearing wooden logo hats.
You just said it was fire. This nigga, man.
Never said that was fire.
Bipolar, bro.
I never said that was fire.
All right, enough with the music.
By the way, somebody gave me this at Complex Con.
Who?
was a fan. It was a fan of the show.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah, it was a dope dude, man. Don't be dissing him. Y'all be dissing people randomly. Y'all trying to back on me and back on somebody else. That shit whack, son. Why you wear it? The kid at home who made it he made it with his own hands. He's probably hurt. Like, yo, damn, Nadeska just flaming me like that? Wayno, you my guy. Look at y'all.
Whatever, my nigga. Well, yeah, whatever. Yo.
Okay.
It doesn't excuse your choice of hat today.
Yeah, we got a couple quick hits. And then a lot of fan questions. First up, our guy Nick Cannon, remember he came on the show, started that whole drama with Kim and Kanye. Him and Kanye have since made up, but anyway, he had this really cute little freestyle. Let's check it out.
Kanye make the whole world scream, but he tried to control what I had to say. I said, no way, Yeezy, not today. We could talk about Kim K or the KKK. Either way, I'ma get out and say what I got to say. No MAGA hats. Matter of fact, you can put it to the back.
Why are we all looking at me? Hey, I love Nick Cannon.
I know you guys really have a moment.
Nick Cannon is so dope. I like how he's handling this Kanye thing. Like, he's handling it with class, and he's not really putting forth negativity out there or reciprocating it. And he's also standing up for himself. I like how he's playing with this shit, okay? And apparently they talk behind the scenes and they cool, so I'm kind of cool, you know what I mean? This is some shit he does on WRLD now, and it's really off the top of the head.
I salute him for that. I salute him for doing it off the top of the head, but this was not as good as his Wild 'N Out bars, right? I never thought that I would be comparing the Cannon bars, but because it's all fun.
You see the emojis up here, yo, you're so petty.
Fire
that's
shit.
That's somebody else who stole my shit.
Like yours are any different.
Yo, I have that signature emoji, man. I was the first one to do it.
But anyway. I mean, overall, it's all fun. You know what I mean? It's all fun. Salute to Nick Cannon. He's family of the show.
Family, he is coming back for the Everyday Struggle Awards.
Of course.
And when he was up here, we did talk about Bow Wow. Look, all jokes aside, Bow Wow, we love you. We know that you're a legend. But anyway, he got on Twitter. I didn't even introduce it yet. You relax. Relax. I want to apologize to my fans and the public and my family. Lately, I've been tripping and acting like a fuckboy. My mind is clear. I'm back on track, thanks to God. See you on the road. Forgive me for my immature ways. Real shit.
Grown Bow Wow. I'm here for it. I'm here for grown, mature Shad Moss, you know. I mean, you'll always be that to me in some sort of context, you know, but I'm happy that Bow Wow, Shad Moss is acknowledging, stop laughing. I'm happy that he's acknowledging his bullshit, you know, and standing up for it. On a serious note.
You know, I fuck with Bow Wow, and what I was gonna say to y'all, I was like, yo, y'all be clowning niggas until I see niggas about to break.
What?
Well, not
Who's
you
y'all?
personally.
What are you talking about? Okay.
But people in general. Like, Bow Wow was tweeting out these weird cryptic things, and people be like, shut up, Bow Wow. Did y'all see people talking about Bow Wow? And then when he started kind of beat on the brink, like, oh my God, what's wrong with him? Anyway, salute to Bow Wow. I was watching him recently because I really couldn't understand. I blame every entertainer acting up too much out of character on drugs. That's how I personally look at it. These niggas, they on some powerful fucking shit. And once they get on that shit, they just start acting up, saying random shit, acting weird. And when I seen Bow Wow, like, he was kind of saying some stuff even about JD, and like, I was watching a Instagram live of him, and he was going on an ego trip about like the So Def tour. I'm the biggest artist. I'm like, nigga, like, bro, it's like a reunion tour. Relax. You know what I mean? It was going off, and I'm like, something's going on with him. And maybe it's the same issues that we know he's been dealing with, where he feels he doesn't get appreciated, this, that, and third. And we all know he said, yo, he wasn't showing up to the tour. So I thought he was on some drugs, but that's not what I've ever associated Bow Wow. Bow Wow isn't the lean fiend I've like most of these niggas are.
Well, he did say, I mean, he did come out, we talked about this on the show, that he came out talking about his drug usage in the past. I don't know if he was on drugs now. I don't want to insinuate that he's on drugs. I just hope Bow Wow can appreciate what he has in his life, which he has a beautiful young daughter. You know, he's a dad, he's a son. You know, I don't know if he has siblings, but he's a brother to many, you know. Just appreciate what you got going on in life. You know, that's the only advice I have for Bow Wow.
Sure.
And he's having this Kanye West moment by admitting that he was fucking up and saying some wrong shit. He called himself a fuckboy, man.
Yeah, that's harsh.
You gotta
call yourself a fuckboy is a harsh thing. So salute to him for taking ownership for his bullshit. But I hope whatever, we always say that, like whatever you going through, get past it, you know.
I mean, what do we do when fame starts to beat you down? You become a super mega star. you start to feel the pressures of fame.
I just drink
What do
some.
me and Wayno do? We got to make sure you're good, my G.
Who you talking me?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I ain't famous. Anyway, what I will say
You're
though,
not
right?
famous.
What I will say about Bow Wow, like we're watching before our very eyes just what fame does to you. And we've seen a lot of cases. We saw Michael Jackson. We see a bunch of celebrities who get popular really quickly. And I think we're gonna see more of this in probably a more destructive way than even Bow Wow. When we see the generation who are getting popular now as rappers, and they're all lean out, and their whole perception of like fame is just like social media interactions, like likes and all that shit. When they come down to earth, and the flip side for them niggas gonna go crazy.
It's crazy. You said Michael Jackson. Imagine Michael Jackson's IG. Michael Jackson's IG would have been wild. Like that shit would have been weird and wild. Like I ain't gonna lie, but hopefully Bow Wow gets through whatever he's going through.
Like a daycare center, man.
Oh, see, you going too far. Now, hopefully Bow Wow gets through whatever he's going through, and I'll pull up at the So Def. I would like to see some of them hit records in live in person. You know,
Wayno,
I'll pull up at the So Def reunion tour.
Man of the
Bow Wow ain't been the same ever since like he got chased by that one like field little school group that went on a field trip, man. He ain't been the same. Y'all know that clip?
Yeah, I remember.
When it
That.
was like, they don't know it's me. And
Yeah,
then the
know
hoodie
what I'm
on be like, nigga, they know it's me. They're trying
I don't think they knew he was there.
They're trying to.
Come on, we taking one step forward to take one step back. Like, come on, let me stop.
I don't know, man. All right, so one more real quick before we get to some fan questions. Nicki Minaj out here trying to do some good on the internet. She was trying to squash a beef between Kash Doll and Asian Doll this week. She wrote them like, let's have a chat on the next episode of Queen Radio. Kash Doll, though, she wasn't having it. She said, I'm straight, I'm gonna ignore it, et cetera, et cetera. But look, Nicki's trying to do good in the community. Just giving her a shout out today.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope that she is trying to diffuse some shit before it becomes something bigger. Cause when I seen the whole issue, is something really, really petty. It's like the doll name or something.
Yeah.
It's like a name. Nobody owns the name doll, and she's like, you're not a doll, but I'm the doll. So it just seems like a lot of foolishness. Huh?
There's $7 right now. Who's your favorite doll?
I don't know. I can't
Cuban doll?
I can't keep up with all them.
Asian doll?
Is Cuban Doll and Cuban Savage the same person?
Yeah.
I like her.
It's a bunch of dolls, man. I thought this was, maybe I just see the bad in people. I thought Nicki was trying to have some Jerry Springer shit. Yo, Queen Radio has been nothing but, Queen Radio ain't no peacemaking show. Queen Radio is where cocksucker of the week, whole nigga of the day, and all that type of words are given out. Why would I think Nicki's bringing people up there to have peaceful conversation, hold hands and sing Kumbaya?
Because that's what she said.
We are not gonna
No,
embarrass ourselves.
I think she, well, again, I'm just thinking just like everybody else, but I think when Salute to Kash Doll for kind of saying, nah, sis, I'm straight. I'm not coming up to your radio show that I could possibly get embarrassed. Of course, Nicki's gonna spin it on some, no, I'm for women empowerment, whatever. Like, these chicks don't get along. Nicki being around won't help them getting along.
But I'm not mad at it only because she is a vet in the game, and maybe that can help somebody get along. I mean, with women,
Well, if that's her true intention.
if that's her
right.
true intention, I mean, with women, things can get crazy. You know what I mean? Like fast. And that's what Kash Doll said. She's like, I'm not about to go somewhere so somebody could just call me bitch 100 times and we don't get nowhere with it. I felt like, I mean, it was cool that Nicki did it publicly, but maybe if it was done privately, it would have been a different conversation. Because when you put it out there, it's like everybody's like, oh shit, she's about to make this happen. Now everybody's watching. Maybe if she would have DM'd both of them on the side and be like, yo, can I help this? Because ultimately Nicki is the bigger artist, right? So that's kind of dope to have a elder artist, as far as a veteran, come in and try to diffuse something, because we see what she's going through with the Cardi and all that shit.
Just that she's making headlines again for this future Cardi Drip collab. This happened, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a solution to end the doll beef.
There he go.
All the dolls.
Doll deathmatch?
Well, no. I'm gonna suggest something. Listen, I'm a real hip hop nigga, man. They gotta rap, man. There's been too much arguing on Instagram, too much IG rants, calling each other.
No.
They gotta rap.
You're not giving this to
No,
the
my
dolls.
face is-
What about
he said
all
I'm
the
a real
dudes?
hip
you
hop
ever
No.
tell that
You know
they need
why?
to
You know
rap?
why? Wait. All right. Well, when dudes are usually arguing, and I want them to rap
It's
too.
cool for them to just beef on IG Live all the time.
No, but mostly they're talking about fighting and killing each other. These two are actually talking about music. Yo, Asian Doll said I already killed another doll on record in terms of out rapping her. She was talking about Asian Doll, Cuban Doll. Asian Doll was talking about, the dolls are fucking confusing. Asian Doll is talking about out-rapping Cuban Doll.
Right.
And she was saying she is the best doll skill-wise. And
Was
she
it Cuban Doll or was it
out-rap.
Dream Doll? I think it was Dream Doll.
No, Cuban Doll. Like, they used to roll, like, they were like twins, pretty much, at one point. So she's saying she out-rapped her.
Damn, it's a lot of
And
There's a lot of them.
And she's saying that she would also out-rap Kash Doll, which, by the way, Kash Doll getting it in.
Now, Kash Doll, that's the one, she from Detroit, right?
Yeah,
Kash Doll, she got
and also we know Dream Doll's out here. So I would like for them to just get on record and prove to the world who is the best doll when it comes to the bars.
This is so hilarious.
If Akademiks is asking for the bar off, what's up?
I support this 100%. Come up here and do it. I just think it's funny that you challenge them, but you
Yeah,
got
but
all
no,
these
but
little
no,
dudes
but-
running around here bullshitting
Exactly.
all the goddamn time. We're just
Do you
talking
want the
about fake
littles
beef.
to have a rap off?
I mean, shit, I'm
want
tired of
them to
reporting on their
act, stop.
Instagram beefs.
Yeah,
All right.
like, stop, act.
Come up here and rap. There you go. Akademiks wants you
Now
guys
let's come over
to
here and
hash
just get on a track together. I want to see who bodies who.
All right.
Whatever, my nigga.
Okay, let's get to some fan questions finally.
Wayno don't give a fuck.
Don't
Wayno like the dolls. No.
doll off.
All right, what's the first one we have? Also, guys, we need a new name for our fan segment. I've always hated Struggle Exchange, so we're not using that anymore. So if you have suggestions, hit us on Twitter or Instagram. All right, first up, who will sell more, Kanye, Wayne, or Logic? Of course, all three of them are dropping this week. About to be a big week for rap. Predictions?
I got Wayne going #1. I got Logic being close behind, though.
How close behind?
A couple, like maybe a couple hundred away. But not nothing like landslide. And I got Kanye last.
Okay.
I think Logic is going to outsell Kanye.
Wayne 400, Logic 300, Kanye 250.
250. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, great numbers for all of them. You get me? Like, of course, look, this is the upper echelon of rap, big leagues, and of course,
It's a pretty interesting thing
damn,
when
salute to
Logic is
Logic.
outselling Kanye. Like we're not even debating. Remember the last time Kanye dropped the day? I think it was Cole and Mac Miller.
Yeah.
There was big debate. Cole did well. Now it's just like Logic.
But Cole
That's
did
impressive.
Well, Cole when he dropped Born Sinner.
Yeah.
Kanye only sold him when Yeezus came out. I think Kanye sold him out by like 38,000 or something. It was really close, and that's when physical was still a big thing. Yeah, I think it was really close.
You know what? I'm reversing my order. Thank you for talking some sense by asking that question.
Oh.
Ye second and Logic third.
That's not what I meant. I didn't say that you should reverse
Why you think?
it.
Why you think
I
Logic
think there's a
is
good
gonna
chance Logic will outsell him.
Me too.
I'm just saying that's a milestone. That would be
just
more,
Logic being
that would
in
be
this,
more of a debate.
Logic being mentioned the same week as all of these other guys and
Wait,
potentially selling because Logic, I remember his first album came out like right after Good Kid, Mad City.
The only thing with Kanye, if we're talking sales, is that like, I feel like Kanye hasn't had a traditional rollout in a minute. And I get it, you don't need it. Most artists don't do it. Like shit, Drake didn't do it. I mean, the Carters didn't do it. A lot of people don't have it, but after all the negative headlines about Kanye, it would have made more sense to me if he did a more traditional rollout and probably gave us some music to kind of like believe that this project was going to be really good. Because Ye, a lot of you guys didn't really, you weren't that hot on Ye, right? And Kids See Ghosts, it was like, whatever, right? I would have appreciated more of a traditional rollout for me to be more like sure about what numbers he would do. But at the end of the day, still Kanye West. He should have fucking bundled this with some Yeezys and get this shit rocking. Sell 1 million first week.
Well, on the Ye album, I think that I still believe that there's really, really good songs on there, but the comments with slavery being a choice right before that, I think that hurt the perception of how the music is received. You know, a lot of people were like, man, I'm not listening. It's a lot of people that said, I'm not going to listen to this shit just because he made that statement. Yeah. So I think that that kind of affected him heavily, too. I believe he would have done way better numbers had he not said something like that. You know,
interesting.
But again, some Yeezys are dropping soon, but he's definitely not bundling them. You know?
Well,
I hope he gives Drake some smoke on the album, too, man.
Nah.
He back to Chicago.
He's not giving nobody no smoke.
He back to Chicago, man.
No.
So, come on.
We don't want any smoke. We're good.
Right.
Next question. Do you think Yandhi is the album that'll bring us back, bring the old Ye back to us? I don't know who the old Ye is anymore.
Fuck!
Do we mean pre-Yeezus Ye?
Well,
just from the title of this album.
Off the title. I don't want no self-absorbed, I'm better than everyone else. let me hit the owner of Snapchat and Facebook to turn off likes and followers because I want it. Get the fuck out of here,
yeah. Album content.
I don't want to hear the playoff Yandhi, but it's now Yandhi. Nah, man. Nah, I don't like, just conceptually, if I'm going off the title, and I even seen what seemed to be the album packaging in terms of the cover, if I'm getting those reminders of Yeezus, I ain't with that, Chief. However, it's Kanye. You'll always give him a chance.
I don't think it's gonna be like, to say the old Ye. That's a whole. You got to get a time machine. Like, you can never recreate that energy or that time when he had that. But I do think that it'll probably be a new energy from him. I think he's gonna revert, or he's gonna get off of a lot of ways he was thinking prior to dropping Ye. And what I mean by that is noticing the detriment of what his words mean to people and how much his words have hurt people from the shit that he's been saying this year. I don't think he's gonna make All Falls Down again. No, I don't. He's a different person. But I do think we're gonna see.
Did you guys like the Pablo album?
The Pablo album? Mm-hmm. For me, it was cool.
So what
it's
if
not
you
one
give
of
us
my
like
favorite.
not like a version of that, but more Pablo than Yeezus kind of thing?
I'm down with more Pablo than Yeezus. I'm definitely down with more Pablo than Yeezus. Because for me, like, we all agree that Yeezus is not one of our favorite albums. But Ye, even with Ye is like, damn. I don't even know if I could put it lower. I could hold them in the same place, that and Yeezus. Mm-hmm. But I think that if we are we actually gonna get this album though? That's my thing.
It seems like it's really, really coming.
But if it does come out, I think that we're gonna get like just a new perspective than we got earlier this year.
Yeah, wild card. I feel like it's the complete wild card.
I will say, and I'll put this out on record now, so when I start doing it, y'all won't be acting all surprised. If this album is anywhere near Yeezus, I am officially mailing in the application to welcome Kanye into the Wash Nigga Club. Musically, it's been a while. It's been a while. I like Pablo, but it's been a while, okay? And he's a legend. He'll always be a legend, but even legends become washed.
Can you even do that? That's the thing with Kanye. I don't know if it's washed. He's like the kind of artist that I feel like he can always make a great project. It just depends on
until he made that
what's
project,
happening with him in the moment.
But you know
what's going on with him right now, I don't know if that's the Kanye.
The best stories in entertainment are comeback stories. But I don't think he's gonna.
He's a unicorn in that way.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that he's gonna like come back to what people want back from Ye. I think he's just gonna have a different perspective. We can't possibly think that him going to Chicago and being around all these same people that he's gonna have the same narrative in his music. You know, I don't believe that. Like, him having G Herbo in the studio, you're not gonna have the same narrative in your music. Like, you're not. Chance, you're not. You know that you gotta. They're the new guys running shit, essentially. No, they're not bigger artists than Kanye, but they're the new guys running shit. If you're gonna be around these guys and stepping into the booth with them, then you have to come with certain shit. And I just feel like it's gonna be a new iteration of what he feels today, not what we got a couple months ago where everything was offensive to us as far as his narrative speaking in public. His music is gonna be different than the Ye shit. I believe that.
Well, y'all are speculating about content. I just want quality. I want some of the. I remember hearing even some of the songs. Like, there was 2 songs of Yeezus. Like, the album's trash overall, but like Blood on the Leaves, like some of those songs made you realize why Kanye was Kanye.
That's what I'm saying.
You get me?
How can you think he'll ever be washed?
Ye had.
They got 4 really good songs on it.
Ye had he had like maybe 4 good songs, but he had one song like, damn, this is why this guy is that guy that we've loved.
The joint with him and Charlie Wilson. I really love the Kids See Ghost song.
Yeah, that's it.
Like that was so I can't say that he hasn't, because I think that the perception is what changes your hearing. It does. Like
not for me.
I mean, it does for everybody.
Mediocre shit can't.
So you think them songs was mediocre?
Which
on Ye and Kids See Ghost?
The Kids See Ghost song on Ye was really good.
No, okay, well, you're talking about one song. I'm talking about the project in totality.
All right, put those aside for a second. You definitely did not like Yeezus, except for a couple tracks. Then he came back with Pablo after that, right? Did you like that album?
Yeah, that was
good. Yes or no?
It was good.
All right, so if another artist that you really liked put out an album that you considered as bad as Yeezus, Do you think they could come back with an album as good as Pablo? That's what I'm saying. I don't think he can ever be washed.
Now, okay, now, cool. Let's have real talk about Ye. And by the way, all the Kanye fans who gonna get at me, let's really have this conversation.
I'm a Kanye fan, so.
Because Yeezus was a turning point. Ye's never been a top tier rapper, but you could tell at that point when Yeezus came in afterwards, that motherfucker didn't give a fuck about a bar.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like his talent changed. I feel like it's what he was going through personally. He was like mad at the fashion industry. He's mad at the labels.
But even sis,
you can't say that because
even Pablo, like the rapping on Pablo was subpar. The music was good.
So wait a second. So you telling me that on what's that shit, man? Cruise Summer, that he ain't have no bars on Click on the joint with him and Pusha. He didn't have no. You said he didn't give a fuck about a bar, like. He had a lot of bars from then.
You're mentioning like a couple cuts.
No, but you have to mention a couple. But Project, regardless, you said that he don't give a fuck about a bar. So the thing is this: you have to, even if it's a song or a few songs on Cruise Summer, it's a lot of good rapping from Kanye on there, and that's after Yeezus. Am I correct or wrong?
Well, sorry.
Okay.
Is Cruise Summer before or after Yeezus? Wait a second.
When did that
fucking
come out?
New Slaves. There's a lot of good rapping on New Slaves. Like I can't say that. He just he's just horrible.
The rapping for me, rapping from Ye fell off after that. Yeah, Cruel Summer, I get it, but you're surrounded by fucking lyricists, bruh. Like even if you don't wanna, you had to get in your bag a little bit. But the life of Pablo, I noticed that it was a lot of the fall off lyrically. Again, not saying I'm judging him like he's some super duper lyrical dude, but. Okay. He was mailing it in on certain lines.
Line asshole,
yeah. All right. But Kanye has always had trash lines. He's always had. Since the beginning. But wait a second.
Felt like the majority was getting mailed.
And at the same time, though, when you look at what he follows the trend of the game and he puts his own add-on to the shit. He always has done that. When you look at the bar in hip hop is set low for bars anyway right now. It's only a handful of motherfuckers that really rap that at the forefront, and it's full of a bunch of motherfuckers that can't rap at all.
You're right, but still doesn't address the point that I'm trying to make.
What's the point?
You don't feel like, again, lyrically...
The question is he capable? Is he capable is the question.
Well, I'm talking about the fall off. He's always capable.
Yes, the rapping on Pablo wasn't great.
He's always capable.
It wasn't great.
I feel like there's been a fall off when it comes to lyrically or even the message that he's putting out, right? Number two, even the quality of the music. I felt like we used to get a lot more better shit.
All right, I have more comments. Look. We know that over the past few years, Kanye's been doing a lot. He marries a Kardashian, he's doing Yeezy, as Adidas, he's beefing with Nike. There's a lot going on. So even when he dropped Pablo, the album wasn't done. He was like putting it out and still tweaking, right? I really think it depends on what's going on in his life. At a point when he can take time and just focus on music, I don't think you can ever call him washed. But I think when he's worried about everything else and music is an afterthought, yeah, we're gonna get a subpar project.
He's washed from the thought of the old Ye. He raps about the old Ye.
Dog, listen.
The old Ye, he ain't that nigga no more. He's a washed version.
No, there's not one artist. You'll never be in your prime. You can't be in your prime twice. Prime twice.
But you can notice a fall off when somebody isn't on the shit no more.
Like I said, the bar is set so low for what can impress somebody that the low set bar for how he raps on Pablo is fucking elite compared to the shit that's at the forefront.
Wait, are we comparing legends? Like, every critique I've ever had of Drake...
Social media makes you compare everybody. That's nothing we can get around anymore.
Every critique I've had of Drake or like a Jay, or even when we critiquing Eminem, I'm not comparing you to other niggas, I'm comparing you to yourself. I'm comparing you where do you fall, and I get where you're saying on you have your prime once, but I'm noticing the fall off and I am documenting it. So I'm looking at someone who's capable, who I believe if he locks in and he's in the right state of mind, he could again give us a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I'm not gonna excuse him for giving us subpar and lackluster material, just hoping that, he might get it back. Yeah. It hasn't been the same like it used to be.
Yeah,
but now maybe he shocks me.
We gotta wrap this.
Yeah.
Maybe he shocks me, but right now, I don't know.
That's fair enough, and we're gonna find out in a few days, right? This argument went all over the place, but I understand what you're trying to say.
You get me, Nadeska.
I always understand you, academics. Let's see if we can get in one more. And this is actually a pretty good question. So this was very long. We'll put in his extended cut, but Fred Mercury wants to know, is hip-hop prepared for an openly gay male rapper, assuming his skill, level, and talent were as good as, say, a Kendrick or Cole? I think this is a great question.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like if somebody had that skill level and they would, to say that they would get, like, there's gonna be a lot of people that just don't understand, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of hinders the artist. Like when Tyler, the Creator, said that he was gay or insinuated, we all thought he was trolling, and then he said, no, I had a boyfriend when I was it's like people still don't take that seriously.
Yeah.
Like people still don't take that seriously. I don't know, and I think that's because people in the back of their mind don't want him to be gay. You know, I don't know if people are ready.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
think it's all gonna depend on their personality. Cause look, there's still people who, grown men who can't listen to Frank Ocean because he may be rapping about a dude sometimes or singing about a dude. Don't be one of those dudes, Wayno. I think that shit- so I think this person's gonna have to have an incredible Cardi B level personality plus the talent to be able to deal with all of the bullshit.
That's the thing about this question, right? So I believe Lil Peep was gay, and God rest his soul. He was gay / bisexual, supposedly, right? I mean, this was widely reported.
I'm just saying, it's just the way it was worded. Go ahead.
However, you know what I mean? Like, while it made some headlines and people talked about it, definitely wasn't a big deal. And by the way, culturally now, it's not a big deal if you're gay, right?
In hip-hop it is.
People are still gonna give you
In hip-hop it is, no.
come on.
No, wait.
In hip-hop it is.
In certain segments of hip-hop, that's what I'm saying. Hip-hop is so fragmented.
It's a lot more welcoming now, but you're still gonna catch a lot of flack.
No, hip-hop is so fragmented. For what Lil Peep did, wasn't an issue. For what Lil Peep did.
But look at the type of artist Lil Peep is.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Right. If you're gonna be the mainstream, when I hear it was Kendrick and what's his name, J. Cole? Like the talent level of, I think that's the question. Yeah, so now you're talking about mainstream, top 3, everybody's looking at them, whether that's what you're into or not. I don't know if hip hop is fully prepared for that, but I do believe if you're homosexual.
What if Young Thug was like, I'm gay, fully gay?
People would say that they wouldn't be surprised. I think even though we know
and
he's
we would
not.
still listen to his music and support him, right? I think hip hop is still very homophobic, but I think the right person can deal with all the bullshit that will come with that.
You know what it is? I think like.
But Young Thug's like all these rappers who are like half troll, they get away with doing a lot of stuff that might be seem gay. The rappers who seem straight down the middle in terms of you're just a lyricist or, hey, like Cole and Kendrick, right? If they, I don't know how that would be interpreted by the mass audience.
I believe that I definitely there's a gay man out there that has that skill level. I believe that.
And I hope he becomes a megastar rapper.
I also believe that it might be one rapping right now that just hasn't told nobody. And I'm not putting that on somebody. Just when we think of statistically, the people who are gay, right? The males that are gay, statistically, it's got to be at least one of y'all. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Shit, we find out day by day. You know, just look on Instagram.
Absolutely, but the thing is that I think that, like you said, hip hop is very homophobic, and I don't know if the comfortability, not for the fans, because the fans, I feel like if this person has fans, the fans will support him, but somebody giving them an opportunity, a label saying, you know what, I'm gonna sign you and fully endorse you, and I'm gonna stand with you. That's the bigger question. What is somebody gonna give that type of person a platform?
Well, to your point, say there is already a rapper who's pretty successful who is gay and just hasn't told us. Maybe it's like a timing issue. Like, I forgot the guy's name who admitted that he was gay and then it was hard for him to get drafted. And people were like, well, maybe if he got drafted first and killed, it would have been different. Not saying he made the wrong decision. I'm just saying, maybe it's like a timing issue.
The thing about that, too, he wasn't really that good as a football player, though.
So let's pretend this person's like a really, really good rapper.
Yeah, it's like, it's no bullshit. I'm not shitting on nobody, but like, it's been players that have come out to be openly gay, and it really wasn't good players. Like, it wasn't a star player to come out and say it. John Amici, he played for the Utah Jazz. He wrote a whole book about his sexuality and how he was scared to talk about it. He played on the same team as Karl Malone, played against Michael Jordan, everybody. He wasn't that good of a player. So it's never been one that's come out on that high level of talent. But I'm just saying, I don't know they would support it. You know, it's really hard because there's a lot of people that's gonna feel like their relationship might be compromised with all these other companies because of what they support. And that's unfair, but that's what it is.
The difference between sports and like hip hop, like say like KD came out and said he was gay. Like, to be honest, he'll be the biggest star. That's
Why you gotta put down KD?
Because he's the only one who's like single, and that's a real star.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about superstars, not
Nah,
bum ass nigga off the bench. Nobody care about you, bruh. Now, the thing with hip hop, all that, like, there's a lot of societal pressures, and we see that we're in the age of acceptance. That shit don't matter with hip hop. Niggas is still objectifying women. They don't give a fuck. You think rappers is in a booth thinking about a Me Too movement? They don't give a fuck. You get me? Like, rappers still going in. Rap and hip hop has been something that, despite where society's going and progressing to, they just operate on their own thing, which they still clown people for being gay.
Well, yeah.
Even though it's widely accepted in society.
I've seen a video of a young man from Chicago that is an openly gay rapper. His hair's colored, talking goon shit, but he also be saying sexual stuff. I'll be honest, yo, it's hard for me to listen to that.
Oh, I thought you was, I'll be honest, I like that.
Huh?
I thought you
No,
like the rap.
relax. It's hard for me to listen to, because I'm not gay. And then it's also hard for me to listen to.
Boy, I really think it's such bullshit. Men saying they hate
No.
listening to men talking about other men.
No, listen. You
There's
gotta
a little double standard, though.
No, but wait
There's
a second. Let me finish.
I told you guys, Ty Dolla $ign rapping about someone gushing, dripping down their thighs. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear that.
I know.
But I listen to it and I still enjoy the song.
Okay, but you
You don't enjoy the bars, what the hell?
Okay. I'm not knocking that, but I'm just telling you, I can't even repeat the stuff that this young man is saying. But he was saying some shit, he was saying some gangster shit, and then he would get to a sexual part. I'm like, whoa, brother, hold on.
Guys, hip hop, I don't know if you're ready, but you guys gotta do it anyway.
But why everybody always says, though, if there is gonna be a gay rapper, he gotta be the most super tough thug type rapper. Can't he be on some, hey y'all, I got these bars? You can't.
You think he's gonna have an easy
He just did.
Not imagine that. No, what I'm saying is that are we accepting everything, or are we accepting what we already?
I'm saying we're not accepting as a culture, so this person is gonna have to straddle a line. You know what I mean?
This nigga gotta be
I feel
nice.
like someone like Young Thug or like a 21 Savage. I'm not saying any of them are gay. I'm just saying I feel like it's gonna take that level of when 21 comes, you're like, oh, he's not a guy you want to fuck with.
If a guy, all right, so if a guy like 21, not 21, but if a guy who had the same type of narrative that went through what he went through, been shot up and all of that came out, it would terrify people. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. People would be terrified.
And in what way?
Because they would, wait a second, because they know that they can't play with a person like that as far as being disrespectful.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. People would be terrified of that shit.
I think it's gonna have to be somebody like that.
That's gonna be so wild if that happens.
The closest thing or person to being able to do that and gain some acceptance. Because y'all remember when everybody thought Young Thug was just super fruity,
and he was
there was a
trolling.
lot of people, well, even if he was trolling, people was like, oh, this guy's sweet. And then Young Thug made it very clear to the entire hip hop.
Waka Flocka made it
Lay
clear.
with me if you want to.
No,
Exactly.
Waka Flocka made it clear because people was asking Waka Flocka and he was like, he's not somebody to play with. But at the same time, even though through all the Young Thug shit, the way I was seeing him do it, I never thought that he was gay. I was like, oh, I said, he's doing that to see if somebody gonna say something crazy to him. And no, you never heard him getting tested. That's one thing you say. You never heard him getting tested. But Young Thug is not gay.
I'm ready for a
I don't know who's
rapper
what.
superstar. I hope you guys will join me in welcoming them. Don't be fucking
McConan
ignorant.
is homosexual. What up?
He's not doing so well right now, Akademiks. He made some strange moves. All right, we got one more fan question. You ready? This one's actually for you, Ak. Show some love to my guy here. This is from my my Instagram DMs. Do you think Akademiks' name has been cemented in the culture now that he's been dissed by legends such as Eminem and Drake?
Drake clarified he didn't diss me.
All right, Eminem definitely dissed you. That's a
Dip from
career
my life,
milestone.
No, he didn't diss me there. He did diss me on diplomatic community though, but it's all good.
Can you just take the fucking compliment?
Yeah.
It's a compliment to
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yo,
it
it's
is.
so weird. Maybe I think about it differently.
No, you don't.
I used to look at other personalities and be like, oh, they got this, to define the moment. I look at it like, nigga, why you dissing me?
Well, My view on this is, I feel like you're gonna be around forever. For me, just being your co-host and everything, I just hope that certain things you could turn around. And what I mean by that is how people engage on
Why
your.
are you doing
No,
that?
seriously.
No, sorry, his fucking face
Because I always say this about Act. I always say, and of course, like we all joke about Act coming outside and all that shit. But I feel like if you had more like of the relationships that you don't have, because you do have a lot of relationships, but you don't never engage with these guys. I think it's a little bit unfortunate that you had such a great relationship with X, but you never got a chance to really build with him in person. So I feel like, you know, if you get to a point where you could be out a little bit more, that shit is just, you already cemented as somebody that people are gonna talk about whether they like you or not. But if you start doing a little bit different things in hip hop, you'll be even further than you are now.
Look, from working with Act from the first day we met you, I would say it's definitely been a journey. Like, you had literally just left the basement for the first time. Joe and I were nervous to meet you.
He had the funny chin strap too.
I'm serious, Act. It's been amazing watching your growth over the past year. So I thought this was a really dope question. To Wayno's point, excited to see how far you go. Yeah. People give you a lot of shit on the internet, but he's really actually a good guy.
He's a nice guy.
It's just antics. He's a good person.
He got some bullshit with him. Let me be honest. Hold on. Put the camera on. You already put the camera on?
Nah.
He got some fucking bullshit with him.
You 51 minutes in, man. Let's get the show over with, man.
He got some bullshit with him, but he's a good guy.
The hate coming. Look at this guy. Don't hate on me after you give me them compliments. Don't do that. Save your hate for next episode, man. Save it for Monday. Monday, Monday we're gonna have a long show. We have a lot of music to digest.
You guys got homework this weekend.
And we're back at 11:30, right?
Yeah, guys, 11:30. We're not late every day, I promise. 11:30, Monday to Friday. It's on your time. Thanks again for sending us fan questions.
Let me just ask, and I'm asking the question, Deska, not you. Who y'all think is gonna have the best album out of all three? Kanye, Logic, Wayne.
I'm betting on Wayne.
What's his name?
I'm betting on Wayne because we got the same name.
Wayne? Okay.
Me and Wayne got the same name, so I'm betting on him.
I don't know. Kanye has to just show me that he still has it right now. Not that he's washed. I just really I'm not interested. He has to win me back at the moment. So we'll see. And much love to Logic, of course. Oh yeah.
Monday, I can't wait.
Monday. Podcast, yes, the Everyday Struggle podcast tomorrow, Friday, everywhere you get at your podcast. Send me some suggestions for our new fans segment name so we could officially retire Struggle Exchange. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Peace, y'all.